Pages are turning in the Buffalo Public Schools crisis.
Yes. And we don't need somebody rushing in to try and play politics and play games. So, Mr. Commissioner King, you are a bureaucrat. You are not elected.
Clearly, emotions running high as the school board held an emergency meeting to address the city's 2 failing high schools. Now, a plan is in place to help turn around those schools. News 4's Ed Dranch has been following this all along and joins us now with the very latest, Ed.
That's right, Diana. The Board of Education has to submit a proposal to the state, which is something they've had trouble with in the past. Now, a look at the district's plan and the uphill battle they face. They're the 2 worst performing high schools in the city of Buffalo, but the city's school district is banking on vocational classes to turn things around at East and Lafayette high schools.
The motion passes.
That came after a city school board vote to combine resources from BOCES with Johns Hopkins University already in place. But now the state has to say yes to that proposal if it's submitted correctly.
They haven't had much success in the past with EPOs, and that's what they're proposing, an education partnership organization.
Bob Bennett serves on the State Board of Regents. He says state approval will come only after a detailed application is submitted.
How they propose to change the academic program in Lafayette, how they propose to address the issues of language learners, and the district has to say, we've picked Johns Hopkins to do this. Here's the contract with them. Here's what the outcomes will be. Please review it and approve it.
Superintendent Dr. Pamela Brown said this about the district's contract conundrum.
We understand that there is a lot that we have to learn about submitting contracts.
Ken Slentz, the state ed department's deputy commissioner, has spent hours in Buffalo to help the school board get this done correctly.
So there can't be any wiggle room for the district. They cannot have any excuses now not to get this right. They're out of excuses.
It's like the state is holding their hand, essentially.
Well, of course. I mean, it's too bad that has to be, but it has to be.
All because of their past history with the state. Meantime, the Board of Education has to submit this proposal to the state by August 12th, which is literally a week and a half away, Diana.
A week and a half away. You know, Ed, we've been reporting this, following this story. The Buffalo Public Schools has a history of having these applications rejected.
Right.
What happens if this application is rejected?
Ultimately, the state could shut these schools down, closing them for good. There would be no more East, no more Lafayette High School. That's only if, though, they reject this plan. So that could happen within the next year or so. It would not happen this academic year. It would happen next academic year because there would be too much disruption for it to happen this year.
So soon. Okay.
Exactly.
We're going to continue to follow it. Thank you, Ed.
No problem.
In other news today, the flight